Hey guys, I'm new to this. I haven't made a video like this before. I've never felt the need or the want to be on YouTube or, be some YouTube channel personality or anything like that. I just felt like I have to speak out. I feel like everybody's going to be being very much misled right now, and we're in a situation with this Charlottesville thing that if people choose to believe what the media, the main media, on TV, CBS, ABC, CNN, all these so-called legit news stations, if we follow what these guys are trying to sell, they're going to start a race war. I know people think that Trump wasn't hard enough or didn't say enough to condemn, like, the KKK element that was there and the neo-Nazis. The white nationalists, I mean, they don't run off of race hate. I mean, they're, like they say, nationalists. But the point is, the media is trying to blame everything on the right just because the presence of the KKK was there and the neo-Nazis, which I'm with Trump. Those guys are idiots, and nobody should pay them any mind whatsoever, because to hate a man because of the color of his skin is the most ignorant thing I've ever heard of. But that being said, that's what the media is trying to do. They're trying to say just because the neo-Nazis and stuff were there, it was totally the right's fault. And I'm not saying it wasn't partially their fault. What I'm saying is there was people on both sides toting bats and ready to go to war. Now, the right side, they were there protesting the taking down of General Lee's statue in Charlottetown, which, again, I agree, that is our heritage. I mean, I know he owned slaves, but so did George Washington, and so did Jackson, and pretty much every other influential past president, congressman, or whoever back in that day. And the left wants us, this is not a color thing, this is an American thing. Do you really want our whole history to be deleted because of the ignorance that was present in that time? Of course people were ignorant back then and prejudiced, but that was the norm then. But a lot of good came out of that. Our forefathers came out of that. America came out of that. Our belief system come out of that. Not everything we believed in back then was wrong and needs to be forgotten. We just need to do like we've been doing. Yeah, they owned slaves, but it wasn't right. If George Washington was alive today, he would not have owned slaves. That's just the way it is. But he probably would have still done some really great things. And that's my point. You don't want to forget that. The fact is, the left is attacking Trump with everything they can do just to discredit him and get him out of here. And guys, I got to tell you, if it comes down to a womanizing idiot versus a totally bought and paid for crook that's going to sell us down the river to China or to the oil interests in the Middle East, I'd much rather have an idiot who at least his heart is in the right place and is fighting for America. I mean, he is bringing business back. He is giving us jobs. The economy is growing. This man is trying. And the fact is most Americans are too ignorant to see past the brouhaha to see what the real issues are. And, I mean, really think about what you'd rather have. He's trying. Is he doing a perfect job? Hell no. I mean, I was just like everybody else when he was running, because I figured he was just like Obama and just giving us lip service. And as soon as he gets in, he's going to be a puppet and do whatever the fuck his, the puppet masters tell him to do. But that's not what happened. When he got in, Trump went straight to doing what he said. If Congress would vote and back him up, he would do exactly what he said. He would build the wall. He would hold the immigrants out. He would grow jobs for Americans. The lack of immigrants being here will create more opportunities for the people that are supposed to be here, putting them in better paying positions, making their children happier, their lifestyles happier, and yeah, probably would do a lot for race relations. But as long as we're starving and nobody has jobs and everybody's hurting, then anger is going to take hold. And that's the fact here, is anger. Do you want to get on the anger ship and blame and pretty much demonize the right just in the name of dethroning the president that they hate just because they're pissed off because they didn't win? The left had just as many violent people at that protest. Watch the videos. Those guys actually started it. I mean, yes, the KKK was there. Yes, the neo-Nazis were there. But that does not make the left innocent. They weren't. There's a lot of guys on the left that are career troublemakers. George Soros gives $650 billion a year to fund Black Lives Matter and the FROBs, or whatever you call them, the anti-fascist group. All these so-called non-racist groups are some of the most racist people you're ever going to meet. It's the same people that started beating up people after Trump won because they were wearing a Make America Great Again hat. This is just, it's really worrying me. Because, matter of fact, the fact is it's going to come down to people that can actually process the information and see it for what it is, and the people that are just ignorant and going to buy into the anger. And unfortunately, I think there's more of the latter. I just hope that my video reaches somebody who has a half level head. That's all I'm saying.